there, it's Beth from scrappingwonders.com, and thank you so much for joining us for the Spiegel Mom Scraps 6th anniversary blog hop. I am so excited to be announcing that I am part of the Spiegel Mom Scraps design team, and I'm super excited to share this layout with you that I used all the products from the Spiegel Mom Scraps store. So what you're going to see me do here is actually screen art, and I've had it for a long time, and I used the Dazzler's Coral Me Crazy to go through the screen art. So with screen art you can use paint or the screen art paint that Heidi Swap has, but I was pretty sure that the Dazzlers was going to go through it, so that's what I chose to use for that. And then I have these photos of my mom's birthday that just happened recently, and I'm going to be scrapping those. And I printed them out 4x4 size using my phone and my Canon Pixma printer. And you can read more about that in the blog post. I share about how I did that a little bit. So I matted them on some paper and then mounted them on some fun foam there, just so that they had a bit of a dimension and popped off of the layout a bit. I think after I add the score tape to the photos, I put them to the side and start working on some other things on the layout here. Yes, so there you go. So I grabbed this chipboard that I've had in my stash forever, and again, every time you guys see this on a video, I tell you the same thing, which is I'm trying to use up these chipboard pieces, and it's hard for somebody like me that doesn't normally do a lot of embellishing. But I grabbed the chipboard, and then I grabbed a bunch of other things that I've had sitting in my stash forever, and you're gonna see me just basically fiddle around for a bit trying to figure out where to put stuff and where I want things. And then that heart that you see there, that heart is going to change in a second here. So I add some gesso to it because it was this awful red color. It really was bad. I added some gesso to it, and then I dried it. And I don't know if you all know this, but when you dry gesso, if you get it hot enough in certain areas, it will actually bubble up. So when I dried the heart, I did that to some of the areas on the heart so that I could get a little bit of added texture and dimension to it. And then here I am, I'm still playing around with things of where I want them to go in placement, and I think I'm pretty much going to end up sticking with everything. So you see there, I moved my photo because I hadn't stuck them down that, and I just lifted those hearts up a bit so that I could glue them down because I wanted them to stay exactly right there. I know pretty much everything else ends up staying there except for those hearts. Yeah, there it is. The hat moved over to where the hearts are. So I glue all of this nonsense down. Yes, and I just called it nonsense because embellishing is quite hard for me. I don't know what it is, but I really do have a hard time embellishing. And there I am, I'm drawing that heart, and you can see a little bit on the video how the texture is there, but not as much as I would like for you to see. And then I just went ahead and colored it with the Coral Me Crazy Dazzlers. And then I'm going to dry that, and guess what? The same thing happens with the Dazzlers, and I did not know that that would happen. But yeah, so I really like the added texture that I got with that heart. So then I fiddle with the heart placement for a little bit, and I think what I ended up doing is I end up grabbing some washi tape and sticking it down on the bottom corner there where you can see I laid everything to give it some grounding, and then that floral, that vellum floral, I add there. And then I pulled out the Tim Holtz Small Talk, and I think that says best day ever or something to that effect, and that's pretty much it for this layout. I call the layout done. So it's definitely way more scrapping than I usually do, but not scrapping. way more embellishments than I usually do, but I really love the way it turned out. I did my journaling with my Uniball Signo pen, and then I added a bunch of sequins from the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And please make sure that you hop along with all of us for the Scrap It Off Design Team Reveal and 6th Anniversary Blog Hop for the Spiegel Mom Scraps. And make sure you leave those comments on our blog post so that you can be entered for your chance to win. Bye!